Hey, this is Jack. This is the latest vehicle that I picked up from Copart. I bought a few cars from Copart here and there, and this is I just want to give you a little warning. So this is a 2000, I think this is a 10 um, Avenger. You know, I got what appeared to be a great deal. It was 550, but looks can be deceiving. Recently, Copart has changed during the pandemic. Copart has changed their fee policy. So in order to get the right schedule, preferred schedule A, even though I have a dealer's license, you have to buy at least 11 cars. So even though this car was 550, out the door was 870. But there's some other caveats you got to be careful about with Copart. Never, ever, ever, never, ever listen to customer service, the counter people, anyone. Always, when it comes to details about picking the car up, paying for the car, and what have you, most of that stuff, check out the website very thoroughly, comb it as well as you can, and get the information from there, because multiple times they've given me false information. So on one occasion, I was told that I had 3 days to pick up a car, and 3 days to pay for a car and 5 days to pick it up. Okay. Well, that was wrong, and so they tried to charge me at that time late fees to pick up for the car. Because I had the lady's voice recorded, I fought with the manager and they waived the fees. So this last time I asked, I said, okay, I went and I paid for the car within the 3 days. And then I said, well, I can't pick it up today. And so the counter person tells me the storage is $5 a day. So that was on a Wednesday. The next Wednesday, there was a lot of some personal things that had happened and I was tied up. And so the next Wednesday I came to pick up the car, and guess what my storage fee was? $100. So the counter person, nice lady, failed to inform me that the storage fees are compounded. So you have to be careful with this company. Again, like personally, okay, I said personally. Anything that I say is personally. Okay, unless I say it's stated as fact. But I don't know. It's like I'm not crazy about this company. I don't know that it's a deal. I think let's put it like here. I believe that you could get better deals just going on an app or Craigslist or somewhere, OfferUp somewhere. I believe you can get better deals that way. So just imagine I paid $870 for this car. It starts and runs pretty well. I knew it didn't go in the gear. Thought it was a transmission. Transmissions aren't very expensive for these cars. Come to find out, I'm probably going to detail the work that I do on it. But so you got a broken axle. It's come out from the transmission. You got a busted lower control arm, and then the transmission pan. So I didn't want to fool with it too much. It was leaking a little and what have you. I didn't want to fool with it too much. These are repairs that I have to do anyway. So I figured I'll just make the repairs, and I'm hoping that the transmission will work. Because it kind of will. I will have to kind of like go through it and repeat some things. Yeah, definitely. So I was told to just start it and see if the transmission turns, but there's no oil in there's no fluid. There's very little fluid. I wouldn't say no, but there's very little fluid in the transmission. I digress. Back to Copart. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think Copart's worth it. Maybe in some cases it's worth it. It might be. but the fees are just ridiculous. And the little tricks that they pull is again, and they're not going to, they're going to tell you that it's your responsibility to look at their policies. And they're right, it is. Just like when it comes to traffic laws, it's our responsibility. But the difference between traffic law and Copart is that they're a business, and they should be able to be, in some rare, maybe even rare circumstances, have some flexibility, because they're providing a service for customers. They're for profit. The cops, the law enforcement are just trying to, dealing with public safety. It's a different issue. So when companies tell you it's my responsibility, I'm getting sick and tired of hearing that, because I already know it's my responsibility. My question to you is, can you accommodate me, or can you work with me? Usually the answer is no. Usually the answer is the computer says no. Usually the answer is there's nothing we can do, or nor our supervisors can do anything to help you. And that also, I don't believe that's true. But after, I don't fight but so much, because when sometimes it's just not worth it. Anyway, might be long-winded. That's the situation on Copart. If I were to do this car again, I never would have done it. I just found out a cousin of mine, her transmission or engine went, and she let hers go for $400, and it was clean as can be. This car is filthy. I have to detail it. There's water in it. The windshield was loose. I've never seen that before. That was the first time. There's water in it from that. Got to clean that up to prevent all the mold and stuff. The front, there's damage down here, and on the door, right there, and below it, right below it. And this front fender's damaged. Like I said, hindsight, yeah, I would not have jumped on this deal. But so it's kind of, sometimes, I don't know, I think I'm a glutton for punishment partially, and also it's kind of fun. So we're gonna see if I don't know, like I said, glutton for punishment. We're gonna see if this transmission's any good. The car seems like it. The engine seems pretty sound when I started it. But the battery's good. I don't know. So like I said, I'll do a video separately to address the mechanical and structural, the suspension issue with this car. That's it. Yeah, I have the lady, when I record a lot of transactions with people so I could have proof, and that's how I was able this one time in the past, when a lady at the counter told me about a date, and it was incorrect. I mean, she gave me information, and it was incorrect. It was inaccurate, and so that's another good thing to do. So yeah, so this is it. Copart Warning.